Hi, I'm Peter Travers, the movie critic for Rolling Stone magazine, and I'm here to talk about one of the real big ones in summer movies, and this is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, let's face it, we are in a Harry Potter world at this time. At the end of July, J.K. Rowling will come up with the seventh and last Harry Potter book, which we will find out, does he live, does he die? The world will be talking about that. And meanwhile, at the movies, we have the fifth Harry Potter book turned into a movie. And I'm here to tell you something. It's the best. You know, I like number 3. I like Prisoner of Azkaban because I thought Alfonso Cuarón as a director really did something with it. He gave it a kind of sensuality. We got a sense of these kids not only being at Hogwarts and learning about magic, but about growing up and maturing and thinking about sex a little and becoming kids that we could relate to. In this one, directed by David Yates, a British TV director who did movies like Sex Trade. You know, what are they thinking? First they have Cuarón, a guy who does Y Tu Mama Tambien, and now it's the director of Sex Trade. What is going on here? But the payoff with Order of the Phoenix is that Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry, Emma Watson, who plays Hermione, and who can forget Ron? You know, Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley, is just somebody who has just got one of those faces. You just want to go up and squeeze him on the screen. We've watched them grow up on screen. This is 2001 that they're starting doing these, and they're going to play in the movie versions of all 7 books. This is unprecedented, and you know what? The payoff is here because we're watching them grow up before our eyes. And what I love about Order of the Phoenix is that it's dark, it's edgier than any Harry Potter movie I've ever seen. It begins where we're watching the Dementors torment Harry at home. I mean, they're coming after him, and David Yates shoots this as if it were a documentary. It's not all that candy-colored stuff we saw in the first 2 movies where, oh, we're going to do magic, we're at Hogwarts, aren't we great? No, it's hard and it's edgy. And what's the principal plot? Well, if you haven't read any of the books, I can't really go into it. It's too amazingly complex, except Harry is being driven out of Hogwarts. They tried to get him expelled. They tried to have a new person come in, a new villain. And this villain absolutely floors me. I mean, you remember Ralph Fiennes playing Lord Voldemort, all the people who are evil, we see monsters. This villain is Dolores Umbridge, who looks like a little British school teacher, and she's played by a great British actress named Imelda Staunton. She just runs around like, oh, isn't it great, isn't it fine? And she's evil. I mean, she's Dick Cheney. I think J.K. Rowling was thinking of Dick Cheney when she created the bureaucrat as villain. So Harry and his friends basically have to do a force against her. They're told they can't learn anything about the black arts of magic, so they can't defend themselves, and Harry has to find a way to defend himself. Look, I don't want to be one of those reviewers that gives away tricks in movies or tells you what's going to happen in it, because you would hate me, and you would be right to hate me. But I want to say in this movie, you're not only watching Harry figuring out what magic can do and what his own head can do and what his own heart can do. You're basically seeing some act of maturity. Now, Harry does get a screen kiss in this movie, and by now, those of you who read the book know who he gets the kiss from. But it's not sensationalized. It's actually delicate and tender and sweet, and is the perfect complement to all the darkness we're seeing around him. So here's me, the guy that's basically against all summer movies that are all candy ass, that are all, I'm Harry, and you're sweet, and you're going to be Rupert, and you're my friend, and here's a centaur, and here's something else that's going to be funny. I think the real world has entered Harry's world in Order of the Phoenix, and this real world is fascinating for the whole 2 hours and 20 minutes. Look, I can't pay this movie a higher compliment.